Hey guys, how's it going? So, yeah, trying to watch Star Trek, right? But if you want to help the channel out, please do hit the link in the pinned link in the chat. Uh, you can tip through Streamlabs that way, or you can click the links in the description below. Uh, but yeah, let's watch Star Trek, the motion picture. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. So let's get this out of the way. Right, clock. And we're playing. Okay. Hopefully you can't hear it because obviously there would be a copyright issue. The copyright issues like that are annoying. But I suppose they serve a purpose. Right. It's a long black scene, black bit, and it's a lot of dark, a lot of blank black screens. Oh, yeah, man. It hasn't actually even gotten to the credits yet, if I remember correctly. No, there we go. Now we've got the old school Paramount logo. Hmm. Yeah, the credits, finally. And yeah, we are live on YouTube, Rumble, and X. So you can always watch, or you can just get in the chat and interact with us. It's fine. You don't have to be watching the movie. So, yeah. The credits are still there. Oh, there we go. Hey, it's Voyager. It's like Voyager, not Voyager. It's Voyager. Let's see what this all look like without light on. Oh, that's all right. That's not too bad. Katinga. Big Cha. So we go fire the torpedoes now. Ah, Klingons. Had three Katinga battle cruisers there, and only one of them fires 3 torpedoes. I don't know. An interesting looking station that they use in this though. It's all just one plane, just flat, two dimensions, right? I have an exterior visual. I seriously hope you can't hear the audio of the movie. You shouldn't be able to. Check the settings. You shouldn't be able to. So it's on a precise heading for Earth. If anyone's having any issues, please do let me know in the chat. Spock. Vulcan. Just as he's about to complete his colonization. She must have been quite powerful, that Vulcan priestess woman, because all she had to do was touch his head and say, "Our minds are becoming are one, Spock." That was it. Didn't have to, you know, have to go through all those words, all those lines. Hey, Starfleet headquarters. Hmm. So this is a watch stream. So I'm watching Star Trek: The Motion Picture. As you can see from the clock, I am 13 minutes 47 seconds into it. So I won't necessarily say a lot, but I'll definitely react to any messages in the chat. Take me over, please. He's an admiral. Shouldn't be asking like that. Should be ordering. Hmm. Hmm. Check the streams. Haven't missed any messages. No, no chat messages missed. Mhm. Okay. Inspection pod. Okay. I am changing this up a bit. I was going to do 1 to 4 all day, but I think what I'll do is I'll spread it over a couple of days. So I'll do the motion picture in the morning, like I'm doing, and tonight I will do the Wrath of Khan, and then tomorrow morning, early, I'll probably do the search for Spock, and then tomorrow evening the Voyage Home. That's only because I've realised I have things I need to do today, so got no choice. But we'll see. Someone cutting wood. The travel pod is now available. Please do hit that like and subscribe if you haven't, or follow if you're on Rumble. I think I can find my way in some bridge. Whew. Didn't really sleep well last night either, so that's a pain in the ass. Admiral on deck. Hey Steve, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Sunday bloody morning, yeah. I know. I'm not expecting a lot from this anyway, so not too much anyway. It's too early on a Sunday morning. Just firing up Amazon Prime. Cool. No, Admiral, I don't think you're sorry. Not one damn bit. Nice. Yeah, he is an arsehole in this film. Red light on the transporter, Mr. Scott. Even Scotty thinks so. Yeah. Ah! Such. This is why Barkley thinks it. He has transport psychosis. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Exactly. But what I don't understand is that we know a transporter pad on a ship or a station can be set to transmit or receive. Now, why would there be a problem with the transporter receiving a transport? I don't understand. I can understand if they were the ones that were, you engaging the transporter, but really and truly, the space station or the origin pad should have been the one to do it, shouldn't it? Yeah. Poor Commander Sonic. That was supposed to be Kirk's girlfriend. Didn't realize that. No emotion, nothing. Real a hole. Yeah, it must have been the Enterprise transporters, because I mean, otherwise there's no reason there would be a problem. Because obviously it's the Enterprise's transporter that was having issues in the first place. But don't understand how. Yeah, well, that's funny because Kirk, if Kirk was put in command of the Enterprise for this mission, then she would become a subordinate, which means it's forbidden to have a relationship with a subordinate, right? For the higher ups. I'm pretty sure that that's established in Star Trek as well. Being the captain of a ship or being the captain of a starship is a lonely life. I think, seem to remember someone saying that. Well, it's not technically canon, no. The crew's shagging each other. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think the main thing is you can't have a relationship with someone beneath your rank, beneath your station. So um, that wedding in TOS, what one was it? Was that the It's like Balance of Terror. I think it was. They had the wedding at the beginning. They were having the wedding, weren't they? And you had the guy. I think the guy was promoted to lieutenant, or and then yeah, I think the guy was promoted to lieutenant, and she was still technically an ensign, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so technically that relationship was against regulation because you can't have a relationship with someone that you may or may not have to command or give orders to go to their death or something, basically. I suppose it could have been relaxed, but I can't imagine the command officers being able to date anyone else on the crew, at least. Not above command level, anyway. Captain may be the most strict regulation, I guess. You can have a relationship with someone on another ship of a different rank, but you can't have a relationship with someone on the same ship. I think they show that in TOS as well, because doesn't Kirk fall in love with that yeoman that always served him? That was always there. Getting sleep out of my eye. Ooh, Lieutenant Ilea. Kirk unit. Sorry, it's too early for that. The thing is, I don't understand this demotion stuff to take command. I mean, technically, Kirk is still an admiral, and Decker should still be the captain, although the captain is serving as first officer. I don't understand why all that stuff's going on. I don't get it. Oh, Bones, have a shave. Jesus. Yeah, that's another thing. But it's all the stuff to do with Star Trek's um, command structure. I mean, they obviously relax their regulations, but you wouldn't imagine the captain being able to marry Deanna, would you? That would be ridiculous. That's what the regulations are for. Hey, they're launching. Exactly. Yeah. It's just weird because sometimes they will literally say it's against regulation for stuff like this to happen, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're letting it go. They're not stopping things from happening. It's just weird. Can't imagine that command structure and regulations would change that much. The thing I don't get is why are there so many commissioned officers on board a ship? Why aren't there more non-commissioned officers? Right? We saw one yeoman, and I think yeoman is a non-commissioned officer, isn't it? It's crew officer, crewman. So like Chief O'Brien, he's not a commissioned officer, but chief, if I remember correctly, is the highest rank you can get as an enlisted officer, enlisted crew. Mark Leonard played captain. Yeah, captain. Yep. First actor to play a Vulcan. Yep. Yeah. First actor to play a Vulcan, Romulan, and a Klingon. Yeah. Adrian, I actually like Voyager. It's actually my favourite one of the shows. So, yeah, it's my favourite Star Trek show. For Janeway's long hair, Steve. And personally, I think Voyager picked up its pace when 7 or 9 came into it. She was very nice. You're on season 2 and you're having trouble with it. To me, it's a bit of a slog. I just finished TNG and DS9, so far DS9 is my favourite. Yeah, well, it sort of picks up around season 4, I think. To be honest, it can be a slow hog for the first 3 seasons though, but stick to it. You might find it's better. It's always good. I mean, you might find that it's your favourite, or it might be second to DS9. You never know. Hey, the wormhole. It's funny. I always thought it was funny because they've got hull plate, hull. They got gravity plating beneath their feet, and supposed to have inertial dampeners, but whenever something happens, they're still going, yeah, what? It's like, well, that wouldn't happen. You've got inertial dampeners. If you didn't have inertial dampeners at warp speed or grav plating, you'd probably be pushed right to the back of the the back wall, right? What wormhole? Wormhole? What hole? Wormhole? Oh God. Yep. Time to impact. 20 seconds. No, belay that phaser order. Tell you what, this is a long 20 seconds, right? Even for a movie. Wow, that was only 10 seconds. Jesus. I'm pretty sure it's been more than that for us. Yeah, time distortion due to wormhole effect. But would that, why did they have it slow time down? Weird. Still technically, maybe that 10 seconds took 20 seconds for us. Yeah, all that Einstein bullshit. So now they can create a wormhole. Why didn't they think of that before? Sorry, there's a bit of a time distortion between your messages appearing in the chat. Yeah, different sort of wormhole. It kind of makes you wonder though if they could create a wormhole from a an out of balance warp drive or warp field, then yeah, yeah. Problem is I can't get to it. I mean, I haven't got a copy of it, so I mean, there is another way I could get it, but I can't talk about that. There's always a way. He may be right, Jim. Yeah. Gonna make some brekkie. Alright, no worries. See you soon. Oh, look, it's the ugly shuttle. What did they call it? I think they called it a warp sled shuttle, if I remember correctly. You just love it when the dialogue says she's requesting permission to pull up alongside, but then it comes up behind. Spock! Granted, sir. Granted. They must have added that because I don't remember that from the other ones I've seen. I offer my services as science officer. Grant? Less than 3 hours. Ooh. The old school will perfect. My God. Bones. $3.7. Never before encountered. Oh yeah, the score is great. Yeah, yeah, I know the 82 AUs is a lot larger than they thought it was originally. They didn't realize how big an astro, how far an astro unit was, did they? There's always 20 seconds with her, isn't it? Impact in 20 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds. What, no 5, 4? She didn't even say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She just went impact in 10 seconds. And then 5 seconds later, she didn't say, start the 5-second countdown. A logical assumption, Captain. can't withstand another attack. Navigator. Ooh. I hope you can't hear the film. I've been a little bit paranoid about that. I haven't had any notifications from YouTube or anything, so hopefully that's a good thing. Oh, good. Got yawning. Hmm. Ah, YouTube. Apparently my connection is excellent this time. Nice. That's what you want to see. Deca unit. Not quite that far yet. Hmm. Voyager. Have they slowed this Voyager stuff down a bit? 'Cause it feels like it's going slower than it used to. Yeah, it's going really slowly. Where's the sideways view of Enterprise flying over? Or what was the other one? There's the vertical view. Looking down. You go viewer stern. You mean you were not at 500 meters already? Oh my. Hmm. More slow ass flying over the top of it. It's ridiculous. No, we get it. It's big, okay? Yeah, we get it. It's huge. And they're still only on the outside of it. They haven't even gone inside the ship, inside of VG yet. It's not a particularly long film. I mean, what is it? It's 1 hour 58 minutes or something. It's just under 2 hours. Interesting. When I clicked on it to play it, it said 1 hour 58 minutes. Now it says 2 hours 12 minutes. Okay. Something weird going on there. So it's longer than I was thinking it was. Weird. Ugh. I'm so tempted to just skip a lot of this external Vija stuff. It's so slow. So tempting. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Hmm. Finally, something's going on. It's a probe. Don't you dare skip a second of the VFX filler. I'm skipping it. No, I'm not. Could have done without all of it though. I feel that the original version was a lot quicker with that section, with that part of the movie. Why would a ship's computer have the information on Earth's defensive capabilities? I can never understand that. I mean, the captain would have access to that sort of information, but it wouldn't be stored on any old ship, would it? Even if it's the flagship or not. It would be in a secure file somewhere on board the ship. There we go. It's affecting Aaliyah now. Yeah, she's very disintegrating. Yep. Yeah, it was based on the Phase 2 show, wasn't it? It's the original script. This movie is technically Phase 3, right? Because the ship is in Stage 3 refit. Whereas Stage 2, it should have had glowing facades on the front, blue glows on the inner grills on the nacelles. So the Wrath of Khan technically would be Phase 3 of Star Trek. And this was originally supposed to be the pilot for the Phase 2 series, wasn't it? Starship computers contain all of the knowledge of the Federation, and I think that was mentioned in TOS maybe. Well, they must have learned something because in the same in Which one was it? I can't remember what movie was it? One of the movies? Oh, I can't remember if it's one of the movies or not. I can't even remember if it was actually Star Trek. It might be something else. But it seems silly for every single starship to have that kind of information stored on in the computer. I can understand it being in a secure file, in a safe somewhere in the officers in the captain's ready room or something. I can understand that, but not being completely accessible on a computer, not knowing the capabilities of any other aliens. Because why would you want them to know what the defenses of your planet are? You wouldn't, would you? I can never understand why it would be accessible. I mean, surely even in a utopian society, you got to keep something secret, right? You probably see tell that this is not particularly my favourite one of the movies. Oh, I thought I had a message there. Phonic sonar. Oh, when they used to think that sonar would work in space. Yeah, they just trust all the aliens. Photic sonar. What the hell is photic sonar? I'm pretty sure that I heard her say phonic. Still doesn't make sense. Photic is photonic. Photo. Photo sonar? It doesn't make any sense. Well, it might as well just call it LiDAR, right? Photic sonar. Weird. You have the subtitles on. Oh. So the subtitles might even be wrong. But I thought she said phonic, not photic. Put subtitles on. The orifice! This is not sidetrack, so don't mention the orifices. Jack O'Neill, it's an orifice. Yep. Call Jack O'Neill, it's an orifice. I am a Leo Borg. Replicators were real, I'd be dead by now. Computer, full English breakfast, and don't skimp on the fried bread. Amazing. I haven't had a full English in a long time. Do you have black pudding, or do you skip that? Dicker. Dicker. Aye. I can't remember the last time I had full English. I think it was before I started baking my own bread. So maybe that'll be what I'll do. Decker and Olia is just Riker and Deanna. Yeah? Except Riker and Deanna live happily ever after. Kind of. But not according to as when they appear in Picard. They lose a son, but yeah. I suppose you could argue that they live happily ever almost after. I need to make myself a coffee. I'm going to keep it plain. I'm not going to pause it or anything. I'm just going to make a coffee. And back, as you can see. Poor Persis. Only 49 when she died, yeah. No NX on 01 on the wall. Turn it off. Okay, I'll turn it off. End stream. There's no NX01. Please, if you like this this stream, please do hit the thumbs up and follow or subscribe if you haven't already. It seriously helps us out. I am streaming on YouTube, Rumble, and X. Remember Stephen Collins in Tales of the Golden Monkey? I love that series when I was young. I don't remember it. It's funny how it's Dr. Chapel in this, not and in the series it was Nurse Chapel. She must have decided to change her career ideas. It was an Indiana Jones cash-in. Ah, right, okay. Brian says, I hear Chapel is an MD now. Well, I'm gonna need a top nurse, not some doctor who's gonna do every diagnosis with me. Warning! Your emergency evacuation thruster pack has been armed. So they're going to tell us that someone can open an airlock during a heightened alert or a state of alert without the bridge finding out. How silly is that? I mean, you'd think the bridge would be the ones that would need to know exactly what's going on all over the ship, right? What doors are open? Well, what airlocks specifically? Yep, the 70s afro. Yeah. And yes, Spock can do anything. Until he can't. The power of maths, baby. He has successfully penetrated. Dirty bugger. Yeah. The thing is, I figure these just seemed so advanced. I don't understand why he wouldn't be able to rematerialize everything that he dematerialized. I mean, essentially, it's it's like works like a transporter, right? It takes the physical information, physical data, and takes it in, and turns it into digital data, right? So, would it not be able to work the opposite way around, like a transporter does? It kind of makes sense. You could imagine it flying away, and then rematerializing those three Klingon Katingas, you know, which it was supposed to do in the original script, wasn't it? The Klingons were supposed to be the Klingon ships were supposed to be rematerialized and fight the Enterprise, weren't they? Originally, but they didn't bother. You'd think so. And the fact that Kirk himself is outside the ship now, that's ridiculous. And why is he in a spacesuit? Or, you know, what I would say would be best to go, why don't he go in a shuttle, maybe? I mean, he does have shuttles, right? Just a line of dialogue. The transfer is on the way, is one way, Captain. Ilea and the others are gone. See, I can't imagine that. I don't see they, why they would just literally be gone. Why? Because that means Vija's an absolute mass murderer, right? A genocidal maniac, essentially. It just doesn't care. It doesn't view organic life as true life forms. True, I guess. The ones we see coming, is that the same machines that we have the tentacles coming through at the end of Picard season 1? Hmm? Could be, could it? Could it not? Maybe, maybe. Could be the same machines. It's not the Borg. Like, lots of people used to believe it was the Borg, but it's not the Borg. We are the buzzing of flies to him. Ghostbusters 2. Yes. Spock. You have been and always shall be, friend. Sorry, wrong movie. What's the next one? God. It's only just slowed to sublight speeds. How fast was it going in the first place? It's going to be there in 3 minutes. Really? It's going to collide with the Earth. I was pretty sure that earlier on they said it was entering Earth's orbit, right? What the hell? Hmm. So when they say sublight speed, is that was supposed to say impulse, right? Because as far as I'm aware, in Star Trek, sublight speeds are impulse speeds, right? I think the slowest the ship can move is with the maneuvering thrusters, isn't it? Yeah. You just imagine a computer somewhere in a forgotten lab with all those things that all the lights flicker in and the magnetic tape all of a sudden starts going turning on because it's receiving the signal with an old label saying NASA. Praxis. Yeah, it must be something like that. beep, 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 beep. Dun dun dun. Yeah, give it a spank, see what happens. Jim, pretend to be Jackson. Right, Roy Kirk. It worked in the series. Yeah. Now now the child is going to have a strop. Shanna's wife next to. Yeah. That was fractal number 2. Yeah, it would have been like 5 minutes, and the episode would be over. Maybe it was Q. Maybe Q was observing. I like that. Forward motion, Captain. Tractor beam. But yeah, could just be a magnet for all you know. Well, the only way they can get rid of that is to redo it. I doubt they will. Who's Mark? Mark, who the hell is Mark? I need an oxygen gravity envelope forming outside the Enterprise. Yeah, but who the hell's Will? I always say fire at will. It's like, which one's Will? I mean, seriously. But then William Shatner's on the bridge, so why don't they turn and shoot him? Hey, Will. Yep. But Mr. Decker, that's a fucking order. Oh, I swore it's early in the morning on a Sunday. That's alright, no one's watching. Well, that one. They didn't quite get the 3D right with that image, did they? Because obviously they're trying to get the 3D, but they didn't quite get it right. It's like they elongated it instead of perspectified it. Don't get the 3D perspective right. So it looks like it's been dragged, picked up like that, and stretched forward. Next one from the side, yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised if it improves the film. Director's cuts usually do. I mean, you compare Alien theatrical to Alien director's cut, then there's this is a lot better. Same with Aliens and Alien 3, although the egg at the beginning still doesn't make sense. It's annoying. It really doesn't make sense. Where does it come from? Gonna have to do Alien at some point. But she couldn't have, because when the egg sac is removed, there's no longer a way to form the eggs, right? Because the eggs form all the way down from the body all the way down to the part where they exit the egg sac. So any egg that leaves, anything that leaves the body without going through the egg sac, technically would not be a viable egg, right? This is before they decided not to launch all of them. I mean, just think of it like an insect, like egg, like the egg sacs that queens form, right? I mean, why do they have that egg sac if they can just lay them straight away? I mean, there's got to be other than a way to store large numbers of them before they can be put somewhere. It's ridiculous. Uh, and even so, I mean, how it ended up a bloody wall next to a cabinet or whatever, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. No, I won't let it go. And think of Alien 3 Director's Cut or Special Edition, whichever one it is. Um, the alien is bigger, right? And has like longer legs and stuff. So it coming out of a bloody Doberman doesn't make sense. But when it comes out of a cow, that makes more sense because it would be bigger and taller. Yeah, there's more wrong with that film than that. Yes, there is. But the director's cut makes it so much better than the original theatrical version. And it's a shame that Disney won't do that, or won't have them available to watch. They only have the theatrical versions. I've got the collection somewhere with the director's cuts, but I can't remember where it is. I'll have to hunt it out, I think. I think I've still got it. Should do. Or did I sell it and decide to wait for the next new collection to come out when they added more Predator films and Prey? But don't know if that's happening. The creator must join with Ouija. It's a bank card number. We're over 2 hours. Stand by. Capture card. Voyage's bound to be in for some major disappointment. Hmm. Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas tree lights. The lawnmower man? What? I thought it was Star Trek. And USS Voyager was conceived. Nope. No, sorry. Hmm. Wow, I never saw that before. Hmm. It's USS Voyager. The USS Voyager, NCC. I can't remember the number. I had it just now. Can't remember a designation number. Oh well. 7656? Can't remember. 74656. That's it. I got the 765 and the 5 and the 6 right. I just missed out the 4. Still a bit tired. Aye, sir. Technically, you just lost 2 crew members, and you want to go on a shakedown cruise. Out there. That way. Aztecing. Yeah. Do you like the Aztecing? I kind of do because it kind of shows that maybe it's a different process being used creating that part. Wow, very nice. And the is it the duck egg green as well that you could see on there on the model? Duck egg green. I believe it was duck egg green. Yeah. Well, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm not going to do a long stream. Just wanted to do this one. I'll do another one tonight, and then Monday I'll do one morning and evening as well. Yeah, duck egg blue. No, green. It was green. It looks blue, but it's not blue. It's green. The lighting that they used to light the model didn't show it in its proper shade, so it was actually blue. It's actually green, not blue. A color that they did actually used in TNG for the Enterprise, but they just used a lot more of it. Uh, a lot more of it. Yeah, so I'll be back on later tonight, and I'll do the Wrath of Khan. Khan! Khan! Yeah, I was planning on trying to do the 4 film stream today, but I don't feel up to it. I'm sorry about that. Still tired. Not much sleep. You might be right. It might be blue. Might not just be thinking straight. I always thought it was green. Hmm. Yeah. I'm thinking I might do one of these every day next week, at least. I'll do Wrath of Khan tonight, like I said. Search for Spock tomorrow morning. Want to get those ones out of the way. They're the two worst of the movies, to be honest, in my opinion. Um, then a Voyage Home tomorrow night, and then maybe next week I'll do some more Star Trek ones. But I'm thinking I might do some Star Wars ones this week as well. So I might do them in order, in timeline order, as Disney say they are. Um, so that'll probably start with Phantom Menace. So it's the three prequels. Then it'll be Solo, Rogue One, something like that. Either way round. Before A New Hope. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, at least I got the thumbnail for it. 1 to 4, 1 to 4. So yeah. But it's not the best film. I mean, the motion picture is not the best of the films. The others are so much better. But yeah, you can understand that they wanted to make a series, not just the film. They wanted it to be a series. It was supposed to be phase 2, like Steve said earlier. But the movies were phase 3, and by the end of it. But I think Wrath of Khan is phase 3. It's a change of uniforms and stuff like that. But shame they didn't keep the glowing facades and nacelles for the motion picture one, but because they were going to be there, but they decided to go with the phase 3 instead. I think it was cheaper to use the phase 3 than the phase 2. But even the phase 3 was supposed to have glowing facades on the inside edge of the nacelles. So. Well, not the facades, the blue glowies anyway. The chiller grills. But yeah. I'm going to try and do at least one of these a day. But for these Star Trek films, I'd probably do, like I say, 3 more to do. 1 tonight, 2 tomorrow. But yeah. So if you like this, please do hit the thumbs up, give us a like. Hit the subscribe button or share or follow wherever, if depending on where you are, what platform you're on. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, please do. There are links in the description below where you can buy merch, and you can also tip, and the tips allow you to put a message on, and the message will, if it's during a live, the message will appear up here and it will be read out by Emma, a computer voice. Hopefully. It should do, as long as it's £5 and over. But there's no limit on the amount. But it's just a way for you guys to support the channel should you choose to. That's all. YouTube doesn't like to let people support a channel until it reaches 500 subscribers. And 3,000 hours. Really weird. Really weird. And that's just the super chat, basically. But yeah, this gives you the option should you choose to. But I'm rambling. So until next time, guys, take care, stay safe.